Hey, I remember one time when I was sick and all I could eat was chicken broth. That's the only thing that I could consume. So they would bring me for every meal chicken broth. Okay, and I don't know if you've ever had chicken broth, but it's nasty. It's like watered down soup, but it doesn't have anything but just chicken juice, basically. And the first time I tasted it, it was like, that's okay. It's got some flavor. But by about the second or third bite, I was like, that's boring. There's nothing to it. It's just bland. It's uninteresting. And it just got so old so fast. Now, the opposite of broth is gumbo. There's nothing like a really good gumbo. Gumbo is a Cajun soup or stew, and it's got all kinds of ingredients. It's got some really strong flavors, lots of spices. It's got peppers and onions and celery and okra and sausage and shrimp, and I'm getting really hungry. And there's all kinds of strong flavors, lots of different spices, and every bite is an explosion of flavor. Every bite is, you just discover new things. You're like, is that sausage? I think so. You're discovering new things all along. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Now, when God created humanity, I really think he meant for us to be a gumbo and not a broth. He meant for us to be wild and flavorful and not just bland. All right? Look at Galatians chapter 3. I'm going to read verses 26 through 29 to you. It says this, "For you are all children of God through faith in Christ Jesus, and all who have been united with Christ in baptism have put on Christ like putting on new clothes. There is no longer Jew or Gentile, slave or free, male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. And now that you belong to Christ, you are all the true children of Abraham. You are his heirs, and God's promise to Abraham belongs to you." God is the creator and inventor of color. He is the creator and inventor of diversity. In his kingdom, there is absolutely no room for racism. He never wanted us to be one big, boring, bland broth. He intended us to be a big, colorful gumbo and to be a beautiful thing. We're all spices in God's kitchen, and we're all part of one big, beautiful gumbo. We all bring our flavor, and that means that we can't criticize, we can't marginalize, we can't tear down others because they don't look like us. We need to celebrate the spice. If we all looked the same, it would be really boring. There would be no flavor, there would be no spice. But God is wildly creative and incredibly imaginative, and he created us all different. He gave us all different spices so we could bring it to the great big gumbo. Diversity is a gift from God, and it makes humanity interesting. It makes humanity beautiful, and it testifies to the fact that God is creative. We are one. No matter what we look like, no matter where we're from, we are one in Christ. So we need to look for the beauty. We need to savor the flavor. We need to celebrate the spice. Giddy up, y'all.